Right, hello everyone. Today I'm going to present you one topic. It's Success Habit by Chris Croft. He's the author, speaker, and also management skill trainer. And this course is also available on lynda.com if you want to have a look. So now let's get into it. So here are the table content that we're going to get into in detail. So now let's get into the first one. The question is, what is success? So I'm not gonna ask you guys what the meaning of it. So the dictionary defines that success is an accomplishment of an aim or an intention, but it's a little bit vague as mentioned by Chris Croft, and I would also agree on that as well. So he would define it as the freedom to spend your time on what you want to do or you enjoy doing it in the present time, and feel that a sense of achievement in the future. So that what really success. So next one here is the interpersonal habits for success. So first one is be great to work with. So basically when you're working within a team, you don't want to be too hard to the other to try to communicate or work with you. So just be positive, and then so that people can feel a sense of, oh, it's easy to work with you. So something like that. Just be positive. Second one is never make an enemy. So if you actually making an enemy by say you criticize someone or talking about their back and sending an email or phone call when you are angry, so that would cost you a lot more if you try to make an enemy with someone. So you need to think twice before you do that. A third one is to give compliments. So back then I didn't really do that. I just go with the flow. But recently, after taking the course, I would say that if someone do a good job on something, I just say, "Oh, keep up the good work and stuff." Just try to give compliment to the others. So the fourth one is to be a great listener. So normally we tend to think rather than just listening to the others. We would think that, oh, what are they going to say? We're going to guess. So something like that. It's not we not fully listening to someone. So here's three reasons why it's important to be a great listener. First one is being like. So when we try to listen to someone, they feel like they feel very valued because we try to listen to them and not really talking too much about ourselves because they gonna think that you just interested in ourselves. So yeah. Next one is learn from the conversation. When we try to listen to someone, we're going to learn something new because we're not going to understand or know everything. And it's also a good resource that we try to listen to someone and we learn something new from that. And also we learn about the thought patterns of the others as well. And next one is being in control in the situation. So what I mean by that, so when you try to listen to someone, you're going to add some comment, and eventually you're going to ask some question. So when you ask the question, you can ask say what happened next, so how you gonna solve the problem, and basically we can just go ask question wherever we want. So that's the benefits of being a great listener. Next one, help other first. So success normally comes from finding a way to help others by adding value to their life. So how are you going to help them? So here are two ways. First one is by sharing the information or knowledge to the others, and second one is like sharing your skills. And I got my own YouTube channel, and what I did is that I try to share my IT knowledge to the others, and I don't really like thinking about what benefits from that because I enjoy doing that, and that's how I offer helps to the others. Next one is to increasing the self-discipline. So here are three points. First one is to remove temptation. So normally when I was working on something, I would just turn off my internet connection so that I don't get any distraction, says my mobile phone like social media and stuff. So that helps me to focus fully on my things that I'm working on. And secondly is meditation. So I have an app on my phone. It's called Headspace. So that app really helps me. Say in the morning, I would do the meditation for approximately 3 minutes, and it helps me to focus on the task I'm working on, and that's I feel energetic by doing so, and it helps me to do like the task for the rest of the day. So next one is to measure of your progress and then toward the overall goal. So here this one is quite important because say if we are working on one project for 3 months, and if we don't measure the progress, we are not sure whether we can finish it on time or not. So it's important to measure your progress and see if you need to adjust something to complete it on time. Next one is how to be organized. So here are 4 points. First one is to write everything down. Says you have any plan, you just write down everything. So where are you going to write? You're going to write on the master list. So which is the second point. The master list basically contain everything that you have in your head, and you just put them down in the master list. It can be a book on app on your phone. So next one is the to-do list. So you're going to pick some tasks from the master list and put it onto the to-do list. So say today you want to work on 5 things, and you just pick 5 of them from the master list and put it onto the to-do list. Next one is the calendar. It connected with the other two. So say you want to work on this task on next Wednesday. So how you gonna do that? So you can just put I have an app on my phone. So I list them down everything that I'm going to do in the upcoming days, and when I finish it, I can just cross it out. So it helped me to keep on track. And also here is the book that this is the book from my workplace, and I just wrote everything here. And say if I can't really finish it for one task in the morning, I would set just skip it for a while and then I get back to it, because sometimes when we just can't finish it, we get stressed about it. So that wouldn't really help you. And sometimes when you just leave it alone, you can basically work in the background, and when you get into it afterward, it helps you to solve the problem easily. So it's important to have a list of to-do lists for the day, and it's gonna help you to achieve more things. And again, here is the YouTube channel that I mentioned earlier. And basically I try to list down every video tutorial that I'm going to make and I'm going to upload, and I try to upload it just to be consistent by adding one per week. You can have a look into it if you want to. So next one is reading, taking action, and luck. These are all the book. I finished 2.5. So the middle one is the Kindle, and I finished the How to Be a Straight A Student. And it's important to invest your time and money on self-development, even though it's not guaranteed that we can be successful after reading book and taking action. However, it's more likely to happen, and because the reason is that luck play an important part in success. So back then when I was working, before I working on the task at my current place, my friend recommended me to work there. Without him, I can't really get into one of the big company in Australia, and I feel grateful for that. Okay, so next one is to how to beat your procrastination. So here are 4 points that I picked. First one is to change your inner dialogue. Basically just be positive and tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be something that I want to be. So just compliment, not really like compliment, but say something good. So I have one quote that I normally talk to myself, like, life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. So that pushed me to beat my procrastination. Secondly is to start a day with a tough task. I don't really agree on this because what I did, I usually start with the things that I want to finish first, like the easy task first. So after finishing all those tasks, I feel a lot relaxed. I don't really worry about that. So after finishing all those easy tasks, I can fully focus on the task half, and that's work for me. You guys can try both way and see which one works best for you. Third one is to break tasks into smaller parts. So the same, it's similar to what I show you on my book. It's like there's a big project and then you're going to break it down to smaller parts. Otherwise, when you see the project is too large, you don't even want to start. So that's the way to beat your procrastination as well. Last one is to stay focused on your goal. Sometimes when you have like say 1 year goal and then you don't even focus or measure your progress toward your goal, then you feel sometimes you want to give up. It's important to focus on your goal, what you want to achieve, and then you try to think about that in your head. Next one is come out of your comfort zone. So when you're facing something scary or uncomfortable, never turn down that opportunity. So back then I was asked to attend an public speaking contest, and I was thinking whether I want to do it or not. Eventually I said yes, and it involved mentally scary rather than physically. And so how would you overcome that? So there are 2 points here. Work with the other who always push themselves out of their comfort zone, and I have a few friends of mine who always push themselves out of their comfort zone, and they want to try something that never done before. So that's good to make friends with for those who you really want to know. Next one is to create accountability to push yourself. So by saying or replying yes to the public speaking contest, I commit that I'm going to try my best to do that. So after saying yes, I try to practice a lot before the competition start. And here's the photo that I stand in front of 700 audience, and it's one of the challenging and also one of my best memories that I cannot forget. And thank you for your listening. If you want to download this slide, you can actually scan the QR code, and it's available on my website, hongleeportfolio.com.